Rewrite y is equal to 2/3 x plus 4/7 in standard form. The equation must be simplified, which means all numbers must be integers that do not share a common factor other than 1. All right, we'll worry about this second part in a little bit. Let's see if we can rewrite this. So it's y equals 2/3 x plus 4/7. Let me get my scratch pad out. So it's y is equal to 2/3 x plus 4/7. So the way that it's written right now, this is slope-intercept form. It's written in the form y is equal to mx plus b, where m in this case is 2/3 and b is 4/7. It's very easy to figure out what the slope and what the y-intercept is from this equation. But we want to write this in standard form, which would be the form ax plus by is equal to c. And that extra text they were saying, the equation must be simplified, which means all numbers must be integers that do not share a common factor other than 1. That just means that a, b, and c, in the standard form they want, need to be integers, and they want them to not have any common factors. So if we got it to the point of, say, 4x plus 2y is equal to 10, well, this number, and this number are all divisible by 2. They all have the common factor of 2. So we would want to simplify it more. Divide them all by 2, and then you would get to, so you divide this by 2, you get 2x. Divide this by 2, you get plus y is equal to 5. So this is the form that they're asking for, and probably because it's just easier for the site to know that this is the right answer, because there's obviously a bunch of forms in this way. So let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can write it in standard form. So the first thing I would want to do is, well, there's a bunch of ways that you could approach it. The first thing you could try to do is, well, let's get rid of all of these fractions. And the best way to get rid of the fractions is to multiply by 3 and to multiply by 7. If you multiply by 3, you get rid of this fraction. You multiply by 7, you get rid of this fraction. So if you multiply by 3 and you multiply by 7, actually, let me just rewrite it over here. Actually, I'll show a couple of ways that we could do this. So if you multiply, so one way to do it, so we start with y is equal to 2/3 x plus 4/7. So if I multiply this side by 3 and I multiply by 7, I have to do that to this side as well. So this is going to be multiplied by 3 and multiplied by 7. So the left-hand side becomes 21y. 3 times 7, of course, is 21. We just figured that out. And we would distribute the 21. 21 times 2/3. Well, let's see. 21 divided by 3 is 7 times 2 is 14. So it's going to be 14x. And then 21 divided by 7 is 3 times 4 is 12. So just like that, I was able to get rid of the fractions. And now let's try to get, I want to get all the x's and y's on one side. So I want to get this 14x onto the left side. So let's see if I can do that. So I'm going to do that by, to get rid of this, I would want to subtract 14x. I can't just do it on the right-hand side. I have to do it on the left-hand side as well. So I want to subtract 14x. And then what am I left with? I'll give myself a little bit more space. So on the left-hand side, I have negative 14x plus 21y plus 21y is equal to, let's see, I subtracted 14x to get rid of this, and then I have just is equal to 12. Now let's see, am I done? Do these share do 14, 21, and 12 share any common factors? Let's see, 14 is divisible by 2 and 7. 21 is divisible by 3 and 7. 12 is divisible by 2, 6, 3, 4. But all of these aren't divisible by the same number. 14, let's see, 14 is divisible by 2, so is 12, but 21 isn't. 14 is divisible by 7, so is 21, but 12 isn't. And yeah, and 21 and 12 are divisible by 3, but 14 isn't. So I think this is about as simplified as I could get. If there was a common factor for all three of these numbers, then I would divide all of them the way I did in that previous example. But that's not the case right over here. So it's negative 14x plus 21y is equal to 12. So let me see if I can remember that and type that in. So it is negative 14x plus 21y is equal 2 is equal to 12. Let's see if I got it right. It worked out.